hey, I'm paying this much for that amount of movement. Is that really what uncapped is supposed to be? Is this what we're expecting uncapped? Today I just want to talk about a subject that I've tried to avoid to talk about for a little bit, and I think it was just purely based on the fact that I did expect a lot. I think at some point I was known as pretty much like a champion for these people. I'm, not even paid champion or an influencer. But I genuinely believed in the product or in their products, and it sort of made sense for me to be a champion and sort of teach people because of my previous industry experience. Now, the company I'm talking about is none other than Rain, the company we know to be the network service provider that first launched 5G right here in South Africa. Indeed, you can never take that away from them. But what we started seeing over a period of a year and a half is that really they kind of took a different route once they started getting more people. What you would think is that the more people you get, the more quality your network becomes, because you're anticipating that you're going to keep those users, and then you're going to sort of elevate, or get more clients just by word of mouth or the client experience that you would have with those users. But what Rain did was pretty much different. They basically said, whatever they have works, and people that are not happy can leave. And people are not leaving. And that's also the other point to talk about. At some point, we're going to have to address being able to be so vocal with your money that you actually take it back and say, look, I'm not going to do this for you. I'm not here to just make you richer. You got freaking Mutsipe there. You can make this network better. So I'm going to take up my money right now, and we'll see what you guys are going to do later, and then maybe I'll try you guys again. What that sort of gives, it's a powerful voice, because investors at that point will say, what is happening? Rain launched a couple of years ago, and they were really, really powerful. What we didn't know was that they bought some of the spectrum, or they used some of the spectrum from iBurst. If you have been in the network industry, you'll remember iBurst, some orange network that also came trying to challenge 3G off a video call. They were doing really great things, up until they just fizzled, into thin air, gone. That became Rain. When that became Rain basically kind of started with the same strategy in a way. They didn't really change much except part of their logo and where they reside, or where their offices reside, and the marketing manager, and all of these big things. I mean, they got even bigger investors. They were trying to say, look, MTN and Vodacom can't be the only players in this place, in this space, and we are going to come with a specific focus, which is data. And indeed, they came with the data experience, and it was amazing. For the first few they joined, they got uncapped. It was amazing, and then for the first few they joined, when it was on 5G, when they started on 5G, it was amazing, even way amazing, and people love those things. I'm here to say we want those things to happen. We definitely want those things to happen. So that sort of began to be problematic for them, them growing and getting more people, because they're offering these uncapped packages and everybody's pretty happy. The growth was really fast, but it became a problem because they didn't grow the infrastructure. With network, the amount of people need to be met by the amount of fiber optic cables, the amount of antennas you have to meet that demand, right? If you're just gonna have many more people that are being added on, it's just gonna create a very sucky experience. And this is why I generally believe that Rain failed. I've been sort of reluctant to even put out this video because I just felt like, you know what, I can't believe what I'm seeing, and it's gonna change. It's just a lot more community forums that are speaking pretty much the same thing, right? Which is bad network quality, the speeds are horrible. You know, I mean, you can even ask, you know, Itani, what about your experience? I have the worst experience right now with Rain. It's the most disappointing with Rain. I can't even stream Netflix, you know, or stream a YouTube video, you know. The bars are always full, but you know, and when bars are always full, it means that you're in the correct place for the antenna. But if your speed is slower still, that means that there's a little bit of throttling happening, right? Something somewhere is making even your best coverage become smaller. That is speed throttling. That is normal within the network industry. But to the extent where everyone has a problem with you, to an extent where you can't work, to an extent where you can feel the load of people coming online at a specific time after the pretty uncapped time. Rain, you guys failed. You guys failed dismally. And it's something that you guys need to know. You guys need to understand that we as South Africans are not expecting that from you guys. MTN, Vodacom, even Cell C, or Telkom. You guys, no man. You guys are supposed to be the industry leaders in this, in data specifically. Why you guys? You have the money, you do. You have a lot of investment. Your valuation of that business is too much, too big. I wonder if that's why your CEO even actually left, or just, you know, became a non-executive, whatever, and then your chief strategist became the CEO. I wonder why, you know? Because honestly, at this point of growth of that company, you're supposed to be launching products, right? Reviewing your data and coming back and saying this will work, and then upgrading your network. As much as you get 1,000 more subscribers, you should be adding 3 or 5 more, 10 more antennas around that area, so that you can even get more. Because you're trying to take the pie from who? MTN, Vodacom, and Cell C, and Telkom. But you're not doing that, you know? It's a frustrating thing to know that you guys were doing so well up until you got however many number of people that were able to slow down your network. Like I'm saying, I have one of the best coverages for that. But I'm in the most, I think 1 megabyte per second is normal within Rain right now. And to be honest, what Rain is also saying is that people are not canceling, right? People are happy. I'm gonna cancel. I'm done. I don't need uncapped. If uncapped is gonna give me 1 megabyte per second, then I'm gonna spend what? 2 gigs? You know, let's double check how much I've actually spent. I'm gonna just check right now. Rain.co.za. I'm gonna log in and double check exactly how much did I spend, because I believe that I could get a better package somewhere to pay. I'm paying this much for that amount of movement. Is that really what uncapped is supposed to be? Is this what we're expecting uncapped? Let me show you what on fiber I'm doing, right? This is what's happening on fiber. This is how much I'm spending on fiber, and this is fiber with AfriHost. Shout out to AfriHost team. You know they you know, I thought they were gonna be like you guys. I thought Rain was gonna be like AfriHost. Let's look at the days here. How much do I spend? Now, the highest I spent in one day download is 30 gigs already. My lowest is 5 gigs on fiber. Is that it? Yeah. My lowest days is 5 gigs. How? What are we saying, guys? What are we really saying about this? I should be scoring somewhere here, but I can't. And by the way, my uploads go crazy. My biggest upload was 17 gigs, right? At one day I did 10 gigs. At another day I did 8, just on upload. I can never do that with Rain, particularly because it's a network, it's a mobile network. And I agree, cool, whatever the case is, upload, bad. But downloads? Come on, man. Come on, man. Did Rain really kill fiber? You know, I once did that. I once did a video that said Rain is killing fiber with that 5G. But no, They're not killing fiber because they're throttling people just for their convenience, for them to post high revenues. Right now, no director should be getting more than $1 million a year. Nah, not more. Maybe there, but not more. Why not more? You guys need to be reinvesting back so that when you guys get your 30 million bonuses and checks later on, we can really say you really did work. But if your daily work is just going to work and just say, oh, you know what, we got 1,000 people signed up, and then yeah, we just launched 5 years ago, so we're doing great. No. You need to be growing and showing the impact to MTN and Vodacom. MTN and Vodacom don't even care about you guys. They don't. They don't even think about you. Maybe Telkom, but even Telkom is just like, they playing small. Because they got voice, revenue as well. And they got SMS revenue too, data is just one of them, They got freemium deals and many other specials of deals, So I don't even think they think about you. But you guys are sucking at that point still. Anyway, this is a public service announcement, PSA right now. Leave rain. Leave rain. The reason you should leave rain is because rain thinks because you are staying, you are enjoying. So leave rain right now. I'm done. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the rant. Sorry for going crazy. I was off script most of the time, but I just wanted this to be put out on my channel because I've supported Rain and I feel like I've given them some clients, even if they were not even paying me. I gave them a lot of publicity. But this is crap. Speeds like 1 megabyte per second is absolute bull.